Hey friends, Candice here with Candice Adelle Photography. I am a wedding and portrait photographer and business coach, and this is week 3 of growing your ideal wedding business to be profitable with ideal clients. The last 2 weeks we've been going through the wedding checklist that I've created that there will be a link for below that you can download if you haven't had a chance to grab a copy of that yet, that walks you through every step of building a wedding business from nothing. And it's really helpful for people that are in the wedding business now, that maybe you are just trying to get more traction, build relationships, attract your ideal clients. It's a really, really great step-by-step guide that will help you to do that. But today I'm kind of shifting gears just a little bit. I'm deviating from the checklist slightly because after a conversation that I had with a friend this past week, I realized that there's actually something more important than that checklist that really needs to be talked about when it comes to building your business. So while all of these Facebook Lives have been very wedding centric and a lot of times wedding photography centric, this video actually really is for anybody that wants to do anything within their business. And it's actually the thought process that I went through before I decided to go full-time with my wedding photography business. So a lot of people that have seen these lives, or people that I know the backstory of how I got into this business. I was working full-time in the corporate world. I had 3 children at the time. I was pregnant with my 4th and had really had a hard time with thinking about going back into the corporate world and having to work a 9-to-5 job. And the closer I got to having my son, the more and more that I thought about what I wanted my life to look like. And I thought back to a conversation that I had had with a mom of a little girl who was in the preschool class of one of my daughters years prior. And in that conversation, she had said to me, "Don't you love picking your daughter up from preschool? Isn't it cute how all the kids sit outside with their little bags and their little coats waiting for the parents to pick them up?" And I couldn't answer yes to that question because I had never picked my daughter up from preschool. I was always working. I had someone else pick my daughter up from preschool. I had a lovely nanny that worked for us that got the kids off in the morning, picked the kids up from preschool, fed them their snacks, took care of all of the school stuff, the things that I didn't have the opportunity to be a part of. And the closer and closer I got to my son being born, the more and more I knew that I didn't want to miss those things, and that going back into the corporate world was not the life that I wanted to have anymore. I started thinking about all the things that I was missing. So would be missing out on, but still missing out on with my other children. Field trips, being a room mom, like that wasn't even an option. Like there was no way. Like I had this 8-to-5 job Monday through Friday that I had to work. I couldn't be a room mom. I couldn't make it to the class parties. You know, there were limited programs that I could make it to. Taking the kids to the pool during the week, during the day, was completely out of the question in the summertime. It's just not something that I could do. So I had to hire someone to do all of those things for me, all the things that I really desired to do with my family. So when my son was born, I had really thought about what I wanted my ideal life to look like and how I was going to get there. And my ideal life looked like working full-time in my photography business, serving my clients, but on the personal side, it meant being able to be that room mom, being able to go to all of the school functions, being able to take vacations whenever I want to take them, not having to call in sick when my kids are sick, being able to take them to the doctor's appointments without having to answer to anybody. And it meant being able to go to the pool on a Wednesday in the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, and to be able to sit there and watch them swim during swim practice. That is what my ideal life looked like. So what I'm going to tell you today, when it comes to building the business that you want, you really need to be thinking about the life that you want. And there are 3 ways to do this. Number 1 is write it down. Whatever it is that you want out of your business, out of your life, you need to be writing it down. Sit down and think about exactly what that looks like. Be really, really specific. Get a pen and a piece of paper and write down every single thing that you want to be accomplishing. It doesn't matter how big it is or how small it is, you need to write it down. The second thing that you need to be doing is you really need to be envisioning what that is going to look like for you. So this might sound silly, but closing your eyes and really envisioning yourself picking your kids up from preschool, envisioning yourself shooting those weddings, envisioning yourself working from home, not having to get dressed if you don't feel like it, which is an option for me most days, and I absolutely love that. But really envisioning what life is going to look like for you when you have that business that you want. You don't have to get stuck in how you're going to get there. Envisioning the end goal is super powerful. Mindset is really powerful. Don't worry about the how in between. Just think about where you want to be at the end of it. And then the last thing is having a vision board. Vision boards are really super important. It can be as simple as a pegboard that you get from Target, and you cut out pictures of things that you want in your life or the way that you want your life to look, and you stick it up on that pegboard and you put it in a place where you can look at it every single day. And I'm telling you, when it came to me wanting to leave my corporate job and go into the wedding business full time, these were things that I did ahead of quitting my job. And I actually ended up going full time 2 full years before I had planned. So make sure that you're writing down those goals, envisioning your ideal life. Like I said, it can be as simple as taking the kids to the pool in the middle of the week on a summer day and making sure that you're putting that vision board together. There's also a really great book that is a great audio book that you can get your hands on. And I'm going to put a link for it down below. And of course, like now that I'm talking about it, the title is totally escaping me. It's Leveraging the Universe and Engaging the Magic. It's a really long title, but it is such a fantastic book. It's great to listen to because it is an account of this man who did exactly this, envisioned everything that he wanted in his business and didn't worry about the how in between, and was able to reach some crazy, crazy goals. So I hope that you guys will grab a hold of that book. And then for anybody that hasn't had a chance to grab that wedding checklist that will get you where you need to be in your wedding business, I'm going to post that link below as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and make sure that you are setting those goals and doing those vision practices to get where you want your business. I'll see you next time. Bye.